Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah. Yeah.
All right, there's the new one.
Yeah.
I didn't have it set up where I could play
Mm-hmm.
the system yet for you, Janice, but there it is, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I can see Janice is just moving and grooving to this. Look at the way she's staying so still.
You know,
she's just all into this music.
I tested it out for her and played it for her. She was jamming it.
Yeah, I can see right now how she's jamming. The way she has her left arm still and her right arm on the mouse. Oh yeah, she's into this. Oh, look at the way she's shaking her head. Yeah, to the beat. Yeah,
there it is. There she is. What's up, everybody? What's up?
Oh, hey guys.
Welcome to the Pinch of Basil show. It's October 13th, and Janice, you know how I know that? I paid my electric bill today. That's right. The 13th of the month. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my God. We have changed our show for the better to make it the best damn radio / podcast show ever. I wanted to bring you fantastic guests who are the movers and shakers in the news, the entertainment, and sports from all over the world. I am Basil, your shining star, angel of love, along with my fantastic.
Where did that come from?
Angel of love. It is what it is. Don't be jealous. Don't be jealous. You know, look, I'm all about it. Listen, I am, how can I put it in a way that won't offend? I'm a sexual dynamo. That's all I'm going to say.
No, that's still offensive.
Dynamo? The word dynamo?
Yep.
Are there, I'm sorry, dynamo and dino-ettes, whomever. Jeez. Anyway, and of course, we have J.R. Quitman, who is our director, our engineer. Hell, we even let him talk a little bit, along with my ever so lovely lady of the show who keeps us in line when JR and I get a little bit out of hand, Miss Janice Hermson. Janice, how are you? You doing okay?
All right. Yeah.
Yeah, baby.
Hanging in.
I tried to get a hold of you earlier. You say you tried calling me back.
And I called you back.
I don't know. I just,
What can I say?
I just.
You don't answer the call. What can I tell you?
You listen, I went to McDonald's today, and I got to be honest with you. I was very, very disappointed. And I don't get disappointed all that much, but I was. I got a fish fillet, and it was as if I got it right out of the water. It was just that cold. And I hate fries when they're cold. You know, I do you know what it's like, how embarrassing it is that you want to go into McDonald's, walk it in and say, eat this now before I smack you upside your head. Eat this. I guess got so pissed off. Because I was looking forward to a fillet of fish. You know, when you're looking forward to something and you get cold fries, come on, McDonald's, you can do better. I know Ronald wouldn't be settling for this. I'm just pissed off at this damn thing.
Hey, man, you know what? I've never had a fillet of fish. I'm not a huge seafood fan, but if I want some fish, when I eat, it's got to be Long John Silver's.
Really?
Love some Long John Silver's fish for sure.
Oh, well, I'll tell you what, man. Long John Silver's not bad, but I am a product of Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips. I think I may have told you guys my uncle was one of the founding fathers of Arthur Treacher's Fish and Chips. And so we were always involved in that. I think there were over 140 restaurants in our family that were owned by family. So it was kind of, crazy about that. But listen, for all those of you who are, because we got a bunch of people already on watching us right now. Ana Galan, Janice Hermson is watching. That's so nice, Janice, that you're watching and being part of the show. Linda Lacus-Metis. Let me see. Anna's with us. So listen, I want all of you to come on. But look, we're indeed broadcasting our show live, streaming this live on Facebook. You can go to Basil Fans. Follow me. Facebook, Basil Fans. And right now you can watch a pinch of Basil. You can go to Twitch. That's right. Go to twitch.com and then just follow a pinch of Basil. And you can also go to YouTube and go to Basil the Comedian. And then you'll see our little icon. And the icon's pretty cool. As a matter of fact, where JR is right now in his position, the icon is right below him. Make sure you go ahead. There you go. And then listen, subscribers, I want you to subscribe. Tell them, JR.
Please subscribe. It's the little button that says subscribe.
That's right.
See,
Really?
hey, even I can figure it out. Click the subscribe button, get our follows up, help get our numbers up and everything to
Yeah.
hopefully YouTube might, decide to give us a little bit of money for this project
Yeah.
so we can upgrade all of our systems,
Absolutely.
our subscriptions and everything, possibly do like a live remote show somewhere,
Ooh.
sometime,
Ooh.
all that good stuff. Just to, just to show some support for the show.
I would
There
love
you
that.
go.
We love y'all. We love you.
We do. And of course, you can also catch us through Anchor. And there's 8 different outlets, including Spotify and Apple Podcasts, just to name a couple.
Yeah.
And let's not forget Greek Beat Radio, all over the world, from Australia to South Africa, throughout Europe, all through North America, South and Central America as well. As a matter of fact, we just got a couple of emails from some Eskimos in the North and South Pole, which is very, very cool.
That's awesome.
Just joking. But that's Greek Beat
No, you were
Radio.
serious.
That's
I'm
how
sure you were
I am. I'm
serious.
sitting here like, wow, that's awesome.
Oh my God. And as always, I always want to hear from my wonderful fans and listeners. Do me a favor. You can call in right now at 844-523-2633. Again, 844-523-2633. Like I said, we want to hear from you. You can email us at info at a pinch of basil. That's right. You could do that. Let us know. Follow us. Join us. Hey, you can join me too. Go to Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at Basil Fans. BASILE FANS. Hey, you want to find out where I'm at on tour? As a matter of fact, this weekend, I'm going to be in 2 places. I'm going to be in wonderful Youngstown, Ohio at the Funny Farm Comedy Club. We're near sold out on both shows, and they're opening possibly a Midnight Madness show. But so if you guys say, oh my God, Basil, we were looking forward to seeing you in Youngstown, and well, it's your fault. Okay. Then New Haven, Connecticut on Sunday. I got a Greek concert, Growing Up Greek in America, and I'll be doing that for the Pan Gregorian Foundation this Sunday. So Youngstown on Saturday night. As a matter of fact, I'll be on, Fast Freddy's show that I'm going to wind up doing tomorrow night from his podcast. I'll be in Youngstown, Ohio tomorrow night, Friday night, and of course, Saturday night, the 2 big shows, maybe 3, up to you people. But if you want to go to the sold out the shows over at the Funny Farm, call right now. 330-759-4242. Again, listen carefully. Call 330-759-4242. Operators are standing by. That's all I got. Okay. Anyway, for the other dates, just go to basillive.com. That's BASILELIVE.com. Fundraisers, corporate events, private parties, holiday parties, theaters, comedy clubs. Email me at Basil at apinchofbasil.com. Let us know what you guys thinking. Hey, in a few minutes, our guest, good friend of mine. I fell in love with him when I first met him. Ray Boom Boom Mancini. I'll tell you what, Ray Mancini is just a boxing legend. He's a good friend. He's from Youngstown, Ohio, an American former professional boxer who competed from 1979, I think, to 1992. I mean, his career was long, and since worked as an actor. He works with people who suffer from depression. He held the WBA lightweight title from 82 to 84 in 2015. He was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. He'll be with us in about 5 minutes, 10 minutes, something like that. Is that what we got? About 5 minutes? Okay.
Yeah.
You want to go ahead and talk to us, you can do so. Nick Zangelis is with us. Avram Antonakis is with us. Thank you so much. Let me see. BRB going to tell my girl in New Haven to check out your show. Thank you, Anna. I love you, girl. So make sure you guys all of you, go ahead and let me know what's cooking. Anything cooking with you guys? JR, your son.
I'm so glad you asked that question. I am
Really?
so glad you asked that question because I have for you a different flavored ice cream because, I know you love food. And so this is one of the 10 strangest flavored foods. And you're never going to guess. Are you ready?
Is it ass flavored?
Boy,
it tastes like ass.
It might as well be it's mustard.
It tastes like
it's not mustard.
Mustard. Mustard
ice
flavored
cream?
ice cream.
Come
Yes.
on, man.
Heston Blumenthal is one of the world's
Oh,
foremost chefs,
Mm,
and he is famous for pushing the boundaries of gastronomic invention with
mm,
his innovative dishes.
mm,
So there you go.
ugh,
That's one of them.
mm.
Mustard
oh,
ice cream.
I don't
Yeah, it sounds
know.
gross, doesn't it?
Yeah, I don't know about that.
I
You
miss
know.
me
know,
with that one.
I know.
Miss me with that one. I'm
yeah.
good.
I mean,
Well,
there's
here's
only
a
one.
better one. Here's a
Oh,
better
yeah.
one.
Go
Ready?
ahead. Yeah,
Yeah, scotch and cigar flavored cupcakes.
cigar.
Wait, cigar. Wait a minute.
I mean,
Scotch,
scotch,
hold
maybe.
on.
That's okay.
Scotch and cigar flavored cupcakes.
Mm, mm,
Oh,
mm,
All
mm.
right. So New
I don't
York
know about
Bakery Prohibition was
that.
a site for foodie pilgrimage for 8 years, drawing in lovers of cupcakes, growing in popularity, winning awards, and even releasing a cookbook, right?
Uh-huh.
Well, the Scotch and cigar cupcake was only available in store and limited to one per customer. I'm guessing you probably only want one. It was also age restricted. The frosting was made with, oh boy, I'm going to test myself, Lafroig Scotch whiskey, which is a peaty malt that tastes a little bit like hot mud, an acquired taste to say the least. But
Hot
the
mud.
boozy hot mud, baby, got
I
mustard and mud.
I told you it tastes like ass. I told you.
Basically,
But
yeah.
the boozy
It basically-
frosting wasn't the weird thing. The cake itself was flavored with, ready? Molasses, black pepper, and infused with actual tobacco. So if you've ever sipped a pint of beer that someone accidentally dropped a cigarette butt in, who hasn't, right?
Of course.
This will not
Yeah.
appeal to you.
Typical
It's a
Tuesday.
very
Yeah. Nick Zingella says mustard ice cream might be good with a hot dog flavored ice cream and maybe some ketchup.
there you go.
Well,
That's just to start your day, and
yeah, I'm
there you go.
not so
Sorry,
much.
I know I interrupted you, JR, and your son and all, and sorry about
No,
that,
you're
but
good.
I
You're
had to
good.
throw that in.
That's interesting. That
Uh,
is absolutely disgusting. I mean, there's millions, probably millions of flavors of ice cream, but the people who sit around and think of it and have to taste it, I don't want to be those.
Yeah.
I don't want to be that.
Well,
No.
there's only one mustard that on a serious note, there's only one mustard that I will eat with my dogs and stuff like that, to be quite honest with you.
Mhm.
If you go to Sam's Club and you get their hot dog, they usually serve it with Golden's mustard or something like that, which is one of my favorites. But the best mustard is Cleveland Stadium mustard, and it's from the Cleveland Indians. Cleveland Stadium mustard is the best mustard I have ever had, and it's a spicy yellowish brown mustard. But I don't know if I would have it as an ice cream. Those really, Anna said, those cupcakes actually sound good. This is the same woman who smokes cigars, so don't listen to her. I love you, Anna.
Tryable. I like it.
Yeah, tryable. Yeah, give me, how about a Grand Marnier cupcake? I would have a Grand Marnier cupcake. I don't know, but I like
a crown vanilla cupcake. Come on.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, I could do that. Do you ever try that Crown Royal, the peach Crown Royal?
See, that would probably be too sweet.
Oh, see, I like it. I like it over the rocks. Yeah, I really do.
Apple is too sweet for me, but the vanilla is just right.
Grand Marnier, to me, I love my when I smoke a cigar, I like to dip it in Grand Marnier and smoke it that way. It's just simply delicious.
Well,
It
that's
really
probably
is.
why they decided to put the cigars in the cupcakes, right?
I don't know, but I said, might just put some ash in there. Throw the button there, like it make it like a Cracker Jack. Oh, look, I got a surprise. I got a little prize in there. That's beautiful. It's so ridiculous.
Mustard on corn on the cob. Have you ever put mustard on corn on the cob?
No.
No. But
ranch dressing, no.
Yes. Ranch dressing, yes.
You have on ranch with ranch. Have you ever tried corn on the cob raw? Like eat the corn raw off the cob?
Not, but I've seen my father-in-law do it.
It's delicious. A lot of people say, "Oh, it's gross." You eat every other vegetable raw, do you not?
Most of them, yeah.
Yeah. So it's the same things. So I eat the corn raw, And like we used to go, there was back in Long Island, where I'm originally from. We used to go. There was some beautiful cornfields, and I would just jump in there and steal, some corn and just eat them right there. Delicious. And so if I could wash them, I would. How I didn't get worms and stuff like that, I have no idea. But nonetheless, hell.
Look at that though. Anything that could make a good tiramisu variant.
That's funny. That's funny. I like that.
Wait a minute. What's this? Huh? Did you know you can eat corn and poop corn unchewed?
Did we need to know that? I blame myself because I said when the ice cream tasted like ass, and I knew where this was going.
You
It's
did.
going to be a crappy show ever since then. Yeah. All right. Who else do we have on here right now? Let me see. Jerry Campbell is with us. What's eating me, Jay? Let me see. Dodo ate my baby.
That name
Dodo goat me ate my baby. What the hell is that? Anything could make a good tiramisu.
Yeah, he told me how to pronounce it. That's my homeboy, Scott.
Scott, stop drinking
Loyal
before the show.
Loyal viewer of the show.
Oh, well, I love him then. Go do my baby. Okay. Nick Singelis, we know because you guys are big time wrestling freaks.
I've met him coaching flag football. Yeah, I was coaching the team and had his son Xander on the team with us.
Xander
joining the team, joining the coaching staff with me. Go Cowboys! Actually, we were the Cowboys and the Seahawks at one point, I think. So.
Oh wow! Did the uniforms match the colors of the actual pro teams?
Yeah, they had like the logo. They had the Dallas Cowboys star. Had the Giants, the Saints. Yeah,
wow.
It was great.
Wow. I was too big to play as a kid on Pop Warner. So, I mean, height wise and size wise. And everyone was scared that I was going to kill them. So, let me see. Hi, Janice. Hi, Basil. Hi, JR. See, man, you're getting more famous than I am. I love Anna. She's a good sweetheart. Her husband, God bless him, is a police officer in Miami. So tell hubby I said hi, and I'm going to come down there for a show. We're trying to work something out to do. I should go for a cigar smoke out and do something like that. So,
what y'all talk? What kind of? Is that just cigars? Just smoke?
Oh, we do a smoke out. What it is, man? You do steaks, a big ass steak. And by the way, that's the name of the steak, big ass steak, along with wine and liqueur. And then they have a selection of cigars that you can smoke. So
that's a got you. That's
what I'm saying. We got to go together.
Hey, I would love do we have our guest in yet?
Not yet.
Checked in? Not yet.
Yeah, not
okay.
Yet.
All right. Wow. Very good.
No, you did tell him 8:15, right? As long as you told him 8:15.
No, I told him 10 o'clock.
Really? Are we going to go there with me? With this attitude? Ever since you brought up the mustard ice cream.
That was a good topic.
Basil, Alex says hi from Anna.
Oh, tell him I said hey. Good people, man.
Bring JR. See, man, yes, bring JR for sure.
Yeah, there you go, man. See, you're invited. When we do a smoke out, man, I'm going to take you down there. Janice, have you ever smoked a cigar?
I have not smoked a cigar. No.
Never tried it?
Well, I think not a real cigar. I had one of those funny ones,
It's called a joint. Okay. Anyway, a joint, blunt, whatever you want to call it.
Exactly. See, I've not smoked a regular cigar either.
Never?
They had those flavored cigars for a while. Early on there, and I tried one of those.
I'm not going to smoke anything I can't inhale. What's the use of smoking it?
Well, a cigar, I do like the taste of it. I do like the smoothness of it. I do, but I like to have it. I'm not a Scotch drinker. Never been a Scotch drinker. And people, oh my God. I mean, if it's a single, malt, yeah, maybe. But Glenlivet or something like that. Yeah, I drank that. Blue Label, Johnny Walker Blue. But I've never been a real big Scotch drinker. My father, Oh my God. My father could drink a bottle of scotch. He'll drink you underneath the table. My uncle, the same way. His brother. Me, not so much. Grand Marnier. I like something a little bit sweeter. I like something I could sip on, whatnot. And scotch just never did it. I like whiskey.
Yeah, I'm a whiskey guy. I'm a whiskey guy. My dad, he was a big moonshine guy. He was a truck driver.
No, really.
We would have moonshine all the time, just drinking it straight out of the jar. It was some of the best memories of my life. Sitting around the table drinking moonshine with my dad, my brother, my sister, just shooting the shit. You know what I mean? I miss those days, man.
I actually wound up having moonshine in Pittsburgh one time. I did a corporate event, and the guys had moonshine, and they had cherries that were actually soaking in moonshine, and I ate a few of the cherries and went to bed that night, had a dream that Jesus broke down my door and beat the hell out of me. That's not a good dream. That's not a good dream. I don't suggest that to anyone, to have that happen to you. No, that's not nice.
Not a good thing at all.
Not a good thing at all. No, it's
not. No.
Yeah, and you don't expect Jesus to really be able to knock down a door, but he is Jesus, and so he can do anything. Willem Hugar, how you doing, brother? I'm going to see you. I'm going to see you soon, my brother. I'm going to see you very, very, very soon. I'm going to be coming down to Youngstown tomorrow. That's right. Coming down to Youngstown at the Funny Farm. I'm excited, man. I love my Youngstown peeps. Try gummy bears.
How often do you go there?
I have not been there now for about 2 years because of COVID.
Oh.
Yeah, what were you saying, JR? I'm sorry.
I was commenting on Anna's comment. She says, try gummy bears and moonshine. I could dig that.
I'd try it. I would try that. I think I'd be sorry.
My ex once went next door and they had some moonshine, and I have to tell you that it was really hard to get him home.
And he was next door.
Right? He was just next door. And he was pretty good at this. This was not something he was bad at. And so, can I tell you, it was tough. It was tough.
Very tough, to say the least. Absolutely.
I want to introduce you to some people.
Yeah.
So back here behind me there.
Hey, hold on, let me get my binoculars. Okay, go ahead.
So this.
Oh my goodness.
This
is dolls. He's got dolls.
Hey Nick, this is for you, Nick. This is the Heenan family.
You got dolls.
And this is some of the people that he managed when he was a manager. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Not dolls, they're figures. Thank you very much.
Don't get upset, man.
Andre the Giant here. Bobby Heenan here.
They're dolls. I'm sorry.
Heenan here. And Big John Stud here.
Oh my goodness, Nick says he has the set.
Man, you are a grown man, for God's sakes. You put together news. You do everything for a major national network, and this is what you're doing. You're playing with dolls. I'm gonna bring my G.I. Joes over and kick your ass. That's what I'm gonna
do. It. I wish I still had some G.I. Joes. Man, I was the biggest. I played with action figures. My brother was out motorcycles, go-karts, and shit like that. I'm in the house playing with He-Man, G.I. Joe. You know what I mean? That was me as a kid, for sure.
My mother, believe it or not, would not get me G.I. Joes because she wanted nothing to do with war. And although I used to paint or draw figures, war figures and planes, because, back when we were kids, what did they do? We always saw war movies and stuff like that, and they kind of glorified it. And I thought it was great. And when I never forget, the Naval Academy made inquiries for me to go ahead and play ball for them, right? And my mother lost her mind that she said, no, because you're going to go to war. And I know you're stupid. You'll go ahead and do something and volunteer for something. And I'm like, I'm just going to play football. That's if I played, And that was really about it. I wasn't smart enough, anywhere near smart enough to get into the academies to go and do that. But very, very interesting, man. I mean, my mom really, really hated so much the whole thing when we had to war and figures like that. She didn't want anything to do with it, unfortunately. Yeah. But it's just the way it was, man.
Yeah, that's how. I mean, it's all good. People You know what I mean? Keep their kids away from all kinds of stuff like that. Growing up, some people I knew couldn't watch, certain music videos, or couldn't buy certain music, or certain movies, couldn't watch R-rated movies or that kind of thing. I mean, I didn't have any restrictions whatsoever. You know what I mean? I was watching, listening to, doing whatever I wanted to back in the day.
Yeah. And I remember watching The Exorcist as a kid, little kid, and my bed looked like Reagan's bed, the girl who was possessed. I slept in front of my parents' bed for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Because I know Satan was after my ass. There was no two ways about it. I just knew it. Your mother wants you now. No.
So, here we go. Our guest has entered the building.
Hey, there we go.
We go.
What's up, Ray?
There he is.
Basil, I apologize, my brother. I'm over here. Oh hell no, man! I gotta get this guy. I gotta get this onto the show. So I apologize.
Well, Ray,
shit, man. I mean,
Ray, let me go ahead and do you a formal. Let me do a formal, a bio on you. Ray Mancini, also known as Ray Boom Boom Mancini, a boxing legend and a good friend from Youngstown, Ohio. Raymond Michael Mancini, best known as Ray Boom Boom Mancini, is an American former professional boxer who competed from 1979 to 92. And since has worked as an actor, he held the WBA lightweight title from 1982 to 84. And his distinctive nickname came from his father, Lenny Boom Boom Mancini, who laid the foundation for his son's career. In 2015, congratulations. I never said anything about this. Ray was inducted into the International Boxing Hall of Fame. Ladies and gentlemen, my good friend from Youngstown, Ohio, Mr. Ray Mancini. Ray, welcome to the show, brother.
Thank you so much, man. Honest to God, I apologize for being so late. And another thing, I'm looking, as you see me looking up. I got you on my phone because I'm on my computer because I know you sent me a link.
Right.
And I'm going, did I miss this? So I'm trying to find the link. And honest to God, I apologize, man. I'm all over the joint tonight. Is this working for you? Is this working for you?
Perfect. Dude, we're fine. We're absolutely fine.
Okay, good. Jesus, man, I'm like all over the joint. I guess oh, hell no, I can't get this.
So how's the family doing, brother? How's the family?
Everybody's good, Basil. Everybody's good. Hey, did I read? How come you're coming to Youngstown this weekend?
I'm coming to Youngstown Saturday. Can you believe that crap? I'm coming.
I'm coming.
Well, this is what's happening. Let me tell you what's happening. I'm coming in tomorrow.
Friend, Basil.
Yeah, say again.
You're a horrible friend.
I am I'm such an ass. I really. Well, not only do we have ass ice cream, but we have Basil's an ass. First of all, I am coming, but I'm coming tomorrow night, and then maybe we can get together Friday night because I don't have anything to do. I'm just doing a lot of promo for the shows and doing television.
Yes, and let's go to dinner.
Absolutely, I would love that, Ray. I would love that. Absolutely, consider
it. We'll go to dinner.
Beautiful, man. Beautiful.
But the show's going to be downtown.
It's going to be downtown.
Where's the show?
Right at Federal Street. We're right on 110 Federal Street. So it's the second floor. Yeah. So we got you taken care of. Right.
Where I saw you before. Where you
saw me before. Right. So we got 2 shows that are just about sold out. They're thinking about doing a third. And I'm like, hey, folks, if you don't get your tickets, it's been 2 years since I've been there, man, because of COVID. How did your family do with COVID, brother? How did your family do?
Man, look, we got through it. I had it. My wife had it. And you get through it. But it's like you get through it, and then so we both had it, and then I got the vaccine because I went to meet my granddaughter for the first time. My daughter said, Pop, can you get the vaccine, please?
Right.
I figured you get it, you build up the antibodies and all that, right? And I never took the flu shot. I never got the flu shot. I wasn't big on putting stuff into my body that. Plus, my doctor wasn't a big advocate of it. So, to make long story short, I never got it. But first time I got it was 2019 when I knew I was going to be traveling. I was on the road for Fox, working for Fox.
Right.
And I traveled over 100,000 miles. So, it made sense. So I got the shots, okay. And I'm just, we got through it. So I had it, got through it, got the shots, and, I think, everyone talks about going back to the new normal. What the hell does that mean? What is the new normal? What does that mean? I don't know what that
I
means
have
anymore.
no idea. Janice may know because Janice is well read. Janice, the new normal. Do you have any clue?
You know, I think we need to go back to the old normal and forget about this new
Yeah.
normal
I think
garbage.
you're right.
What,
Forget
I
the
agree.
new
You know,
normal. It doesn't exist.
yeah. No, I mean, look, for me, the biggest thing that this thing, it hurt. It was real. We understand that. A lot of people, unfortunately, couldn't survive it. It affected families all over. We understand all that. The biggest thing is family dynamics, though. Like my sister moved away. My sister and me are 13 years apart. My brother passed. It's just me and my sister. She moved to Columbus, Ohio. The day she left, I went to give her a hug. She said, "Oh no. First you'll hug. First." I said, "Are you shitting me? I mean, I'm not going to see you. I mean, oh no." I go that hurt. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So I thought the biggest thing that affected, I think, is family dynamics. You know what I mean? And hey, look, Biz, I'll tell you what. Look. I shake people's hand. Shit, shake my hand and then go, through the sanitizer. I don't care. I'll do the fist bump. But don't give me the chicken wing, bro. Don't give me the chicken wing. Can't do that. If you're gonna do that, just say hello. If you just say hello.
I got you. But I think it's called. And Ray,
okay, yeah.
And I think I'll tell you what. I think it's called a lot of mental issues that a lot of people have been going through. And you know what, Ray? Because what I like doing, a little bit of research and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And I did not know, to be quite honest with you, that you really do a lot of speaking across the U.S. about removing the stigma of mental illness and getting help. Yeah. And I give you a lot of credit for that, brother. I really do.
Hey, isn't that kind of funny? It's kind of anomaly. You got a fighter who's got to be crazy as cat shit to be a fighter, and then talking about mental health. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing, man. Really, I mean, look, my two children. I have three children, but two of them suffer from depression.
Right.
I had a mother who suffered from depression. I see how it affects families. So, it's funny because we never did. We just, mom's, in a bad mood, whatever, and then you find out as you go through life, when you have your own family, you find out, something's not right with my kid, man. He's a happy-go-lucky kid. One day, next day, he's sad, so you can find all this stuff, and so I just go out and I try to tell people, there's no stigma about seeking counsel now, getting therapy. There's no stigma to that, When I was growing up, people saying, get therapy, that'd be crazy as cat shit, but now it's a norm. I've been every type of therapist there was, and I probably could teach it. I could go and teach it now, you know what I mean? I could give therapy because I know from marriage counseling to, how do you deal with your kids? Oh man, it was an interesting time in my life. And, but you try to gain knowledge from it, right? The worst thing is it's an education. Not that you actually wanted it, but you learn. And so now I try to go and help as many people as I can. Say, look, man, you're not the only one. There's no stigma to it. Look, man, get some help, seek help, and get people you want to talk to.
And that's a beautiful thing to be able to do that. Coming from a man who's basically been all over the world, box, titles, everything, and you're concerned about your fellow man, and for them to go ahead and get help when they need it, because a lot of people suffer from depression. I'm sure that COVID and staying inside your home for 18 months to almost 2 years now that we're going to be going through this, where people are afraid to go out to do the things that they want to do. And I'm telling you, man, it's a little bit crazy that we're suffering through this. But you had the balls to actually go ahead and help people, and I admire you deeply for that, man.
Well,
I really do.
I appreciate it. No, thank you.
Yeah,
and that's why I said it's kind of an anomaly because, as I said earlier, because who's going to help me? Not me.
Ray, let me ask you a question, man, because I was thinking about this, and I never really. Every time we're together, we're hugging, we're kissing, we're drinking, we're having a good time, laughing. I never really got the chance to ask you about boxing, and because it's like, you asking me about, for example, Basil, tell me about, comedy, and I don't really want to talk about what I do on stage, like you don't want to talk about what you do in the ring. But I gotta ask, man, you had someone like your dad who was in the ring. And was he the influence? Was he the one who basically kind of got you started and say, hey, I think I may want to do this?
Yes, 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 and no. Meaning, yes, he's everything I wanted to be as a man, as a fighter. I used to see how the people used to gravitate towards him, talking about how he should have been, could have been, and would have been world champion if it wasn't for World War II. I saw the respect that he got, and how does people were around him. And I say, as a little boy, that's who I want to be. I said, I want to be a fighter world champion for my father. When people say, what do you want to be when you grow up? I said, fighter world champion for my father. So yes, I wanted to be him. But so that's why when people say, you're a fighter because of your father. I said, yes, but he's the one who tried to talk me out of it in the worst way. He's the one when I was 18, and he said, Raymond, he sat me and said, Raymond, I had to fight. It was depression. I had to eat. He said, I had no other opportunity. I didn't have an education, fifth grade education. And then, he was out making money to help feed the family.
Right.
He said, you have so many other opportunities because I had an academic as well as an athletic scholarship to go to college, had a professional baseball offer, had other opportunities. He said, I want you to pursue those. I want you to get that education. And I said, Dad, I want to fight. I want to be a world champion for you. So what's he going to say? You know what I mean?
And a lot of people don't know.
God, it worked out.
Yeah, and a lot of people didn't know, Ray, that, and I'm going to get back to the boxing aspect, but a lot of people don't know about your baseball career and how, hell, you could have been an Indian, for God's sakes, Well,
actually, it was the Toronto Blue Jays who offered me a contract, when I was 18. But I always make the joke. That was 1979.
Right.
And I said, I don't think it's such a big deal because in 1979, it was their second year. And I think they were offering anybody a contract. We need players,
Yeah.
But I was honored. I was offered. I got the offer. I said, thanks, no thanks. I'm turning pro. But what I was getting to, I had other opportunities, I had other opportunities. And look, Basil, I like to think people say, if you weren't, here's what I used to get from reporters. If you weren't a fighter, what would you have been? I said, I can't answer that. I can't answer because there's nothing else I ever wanted to be. I only wanted to be a fighter since day one. That's all I ever known. So I can't answer that. I like to think I would have been successful. I like to think I had other opportunities and I pursued those and been successful. But we don't know, right? And then, so those are questions you can't answer. And then I used to get this. Reporters used to say, now that you won the title, they said, really, did you really believe that you'd be champion? I mean, people say that, but did you really believe it? I said, yeah, man. Yeah, because I used to have dreams about it. I used to dream about it since I was 8, 9, 10 years old. I used to dream about carrying the belt over my head. I used to dream about that every night. I said, see, now psychologists have a fancy name. It's called positive mental visualization, right? I said,
your vision
man,
quest.
I thought it was always called dreaming, having a dream. Yeah, vision quest.
It's a vision quest. Absolutely.
And so, it baffles me. People think, look, it's not rocket science, man. It's just people have to have ambition. People have to have a dream. People have to set it in their mind. But, I think in today's world, world of instant gratification, if things don't happen in 10 minutes, well, they move on to something else. They don't want to go to school. They don't want to have to worry about, I got to go to school 4 years. Oh my God, maybe I go for 2 years and I can go and then get out and go get some job. You got to pay the dues before you reap the rewards. You know what I mean?
No two ways.
And people don't understand that. And so, like I said, we're in a world of instant gratification that I see with my own kids, man. But I think they saw from me that you teach them, man. It's nothing that's worthwhile it comes easy. You got to go through the struggles. I have a son that's an actor. He's been doing the grind. He's been up for awards on stage. He's taken up independent films. He still can't get an agent, not because of his talent, because they don't want, they want to see film on you right now, right? They don't want to even meet you personally anymore, because they want to see film. And so finally, it took a long time. We finally got a reel. But what I'm saying is, I thought, man, that's a hell of a thing for a kid who's been up for awards on stage, who's an actor, a real actor. Went to, studied gone to the master's studies at some of the most proficient schools, acting schools, and still can't meet somebody that says, hey, man, I believe enough in this kid who has enough vision, has enough foresight to say, I see enough something in this kid. I'm gonna take him on.
A lot of people don't take that
Unbelievable.
chance these days. They just don't take the chance these days. And
no, they want it too easy. They want to take you on when you're making 10, 20,000 a week.
Yeah.
Oh, who the hell needs you then?
Yeah.
Who needs you then?
Yeah, no, very, very, very true. And that was one of my things that I've always dealt with. You know, agents want you when you're making big money. And so why would I give a piece of my action to something that I turned into my industry? And then yeah. And then they get upset with you like you're the idiot.
Yeah. Well, you know what they said to me? I used to get this. But, you know, I left radio. I was way more stages for a long time, you know, from when I was fighting even, right? But then, I left them not because my impatience. I didn't understand the business, and I was impatient. There's things that I wanted to be up for, things that I didn't get the opportunity to read for. That, especially like the baseball films, right?
Mm-hmm.
8 Men Out, Major League, Bull Durham. Bull Durham, I understand that part of the audition was to take you out to hit and field to see if you could actually play. My agents wouldn't or couldn't get me up for that. So I left them without understanding the business. But what I'm saying is, so then later, when I'd go meet agents or people, they'd say, Boom Boom, you're just not hot. I said, no shit. If I was hot, what do I need you for? If I'm hot, they come to me. They come to me like when I was fighting. What do I need you for? I need you to build this team. See how it works? I don't need you if I'm hot. Oh, God.
I gotta ask you another question, man, about boxing.
Yeah.
Now, did you ever sit with your old man and watch tape of him and tell him, Dad, I think you're going about it the wrong way here, what you did? Did you ever critique him in watching some of the old film?
There was no old film of my father back then. There was no film because
really?
You have to stand. My father fought in the 30s and 40s. The only film they had were title fights. They never took that undercard. My father was the semifinal to Joe Louis. At that time, for a lightweight to be the semifinal to a heavyweight title fight was unheard of. He was the semifinal to Joe Louis title fight. And but those days, there was no tape. The only tape, there was one guy in New York who had some tape of my father, as a guy, and I met him years ago, and for my first television fight, my first TV fight, May 16th of 81, they found this like 10 seconds. It was a 10-second, and that's the only time I ever saw my father, and I watched it over and over, It was 10 seconds. That was it. So them days, but I used to joke with him all the time. So you have to understand, Basil, one thing I'm proud about my father's career, my father was the number one contender in the world for over 2 years.
Wow.
Never got the title shot. Signed a fight for the world title in February of 42, got drafted in January 42. He said, look, I want to defend my country. I just want the opportunity to fight for the title, right? He said, I'll give all my money to the Army Relief Fund, which at that time was crying for money. He said, we don't want your money. We want you. Consequently, he went in, never got the shot, right? So my father was shot up in a battle of Metz, which, other than the Battle of the Bulge, was the most destructive war in the European theater of operation. He was shot up, hit by a mortar shell. He was left for dead. Eventually got carried out back. He was in a hospital in England for over 6 months. So he went in number one lightweight contender. He lost so much blood, the doctor said you'll never live. They didn't think he would live through it. Got through it. They said, well, he'll never walk because he had so much shrapnel in his spine. He came back and walked. And they said, well, he'll never fight again. She came number one lightweight.
Did we lose his audio?
No, he's just glitching in and out. Sorry.
Okay.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Can you
now
hear me
we
now?
can.
In and out
My daughter keeps calling me, so that's why I click her off.
Okay.
So this, see, these are the things you learn. To opportunity to be my father. I wanted to be him as a man, as a father, as a fighter, but. So all of that, but what you said, so a lot of times I just say to him, so what I was getting to was, one thing I'm proud of, my father, over 100 professional fights, was never knocked out or stopped his entire career.
Wow.
You know how impressive that is? There's only a couple guys of that era, Kid Gavilan, Billy Graham, that guys, there's other guys, that were never stopped or knocked out. Now there might have been other guys, but I don't know of any. My father was one of the few. So, even after the war, he became out fought middleweight. He went to lightweight, came out of middleweight, was never knocked out and stopped. So a lot of times you say to him, Dad, you know what? I think I could have stopped you. I think I could have kept you down. He looked at me and said, never said you or anybody else could ever keep me down. He said, hey, you got to talk to you. Ain't nobody ever did that. I used to bust his chops all that. He said, he used to tell me, Raymond, he said, I love you, but I would have put you in my back pocket, use you for change.
It sounds like my old man. My father, God rest his soul.
Yeah.
My dad was only 5'3". 5 foot.
My father's 5'2". I know.
But he had Popeye forearms, and he was a merchant marine. And people would look, and as tall as I was like 6'1 3/4. Oh, just about under 6'2". And I'm thinking, I think I kicked my dad's butt. But now thinking, I thought, all right, I never said I'm going to go kick your butt. Hell no. I see my father getting fights, and I'm like, no, not so much. No, I'm not going to do it.
One thing is my father was 5'2", but he had a chest. He was barrel chest. He was maybe it's so wide. When my father walked in the room, I swear, he walked in like he was 10 foot tall.
Wow.
Because my father walked big. You know what I mean? Carried himself big, and he was legendary in the streets of Youngstown. He was legendary on the streets.
Yeah.
And I used to hear all the stories, man. I used to love them, but. Like my friend said, Raymond, I said that was the life. That was the time in life. During Depression, people are hungry. People take. You got to take a stand in who you are and what you are. So
there's of all the stuff that you did, boxing, you speak for mental health issues, especially in depression. You've acted, and I was going through some of the movies that you acted on, and. What do you miss most? Do you miss putting on the gloves? Do you love speaking? Do you love being on the set doing a film? What do you love most?
Well, it depends. It's funny you said that because look, do I miss boxing? No, I had a good run at it. It was but it's one chapter of my life. You know what I mean?
Right. Absolutely.
I knew it was going to be one chapter. It was a short chapter. I only fought 5.5 years. But I had 32 fights in 5.5 years. Not a lot of years, not a lot of fights, but 32 fights in 5.5 years, a lot of fights.
Yeah.
A lot of fights.
I was actually, one thing I'm proud of as a champion from May of 82 to June of 84, I had 7 title defenses. 7 fights in 24 months is 1 every 3 months on an average, right? So I was active. So I don't miss it. I had a good run at it. I'm very proud of my career. But like I said, it's one chapter. I didn't know what I was going to do after that, but like I said, after I got out of, I was being offered acting roles when I was fighting as a champion. I was getting offered to do entertainment stuff that I was never able to take advantage of. Mm-hmm. So when I retired, I told my agent, I said, look, man, I want to give it a shot. I want to try this stuff. He said, great, but you got to be where the action is. You got to come out here. I said, okay, coming to LA seemed like a good idea, Mm-hmm. And I went out there, and I was there for 30 years, right? I just came back to Youngstown in November of 2014. And I came back, it was a 30-year education. I've been producing films now. I produced for MGM. I produced for Warner Brothers. So I came back here to create a studio. That's why I came back to Youngstown, to create a full digital media studio. And we're in the process. We got a couple things in the hopper. And we're going to make this place, Youngstown, a full-fledged, production destination. We're south of Cleveland, now we're north of Pittsburgh. Mm-hmm. I give you everything they can, but a much better price. So,
well, you know what? We have the same thing down here in Wilmington. We opened up an actual company called Spice Rack Entertainment, and we partnered up with a company out of Canada. And because we're a right-to-work state, because of the incentives that we have with the government here in North Carolina, there's great incentives. It's not that I have anything against unions. I don't. But the thing is, they increase they increase the budget a lot, and we have some phenomenal people that we have down here, and I needed distribution. And I got distribution with the company that I partnered up with, and then we partnered up with another gentleman that we got involved with, and he's got a lot of involvement with many television shows, and it worked out great. So you and I are going to talk about that because I like to partner up.
Because I have worldwide distribution in place. Also, I have a foreign company and domestic and the streamer.
Yeah, and what else can you ask?
Yeah, we'll cover it. Yeah. No, you can't get that. No, very few have that. Very few have that. 99% of the people who do an independent film are looking for distribution.
Well, you can have the greatest. You know as well as I do, you can have, Ray, the greatest film, the greatest TV show, the greatest anything in a can. But if it's not distributed, no one sees it. It's just in the can, right?
Right, absolutely right. Nobody sees it. That's why being an investor in the films now, the independent film game changed. Look, the pandemic, as I said, hurt a lot of businesses. We know that.
Sure.
Killed a lot of business. But two businesses that actually helped are the mom and pop restaurants that didn't depend so much on indoor dining, but takeout. They killed it with takeout, right? They didn't only survive; they thrived.
Yeah,
with takeout and independent film. Why? Because we could hit the ground running in weeks. We didn't take months. But the studios need months to rev up. We could hit the ground running in weeks, and they needed content. So that's why. My company, we've made a domestic deal with a theatrical chain to have the first look opportunity, and we have the foreign and the streaming, and that's the key, man. So any people I get involved with, let them know that their stuff will get seen. It will get seen, and that's the key, man. So I'm excited about the potential. What's to come? The game's changed now. Before, like, it used to be me, you, and your crew there, and my son. We go make a movie and see if we can go sell that Sundance, right? those days are gone. They're gone.
Absolutely.
Now they want they want a budget constringent. That 1 to 3 could be 1 to 5, but 1 to 3 is ideal.
Right.
And they want 20, 25 days, and they want a star cast, a minimum of 1 star who can develop, explore, and sells. And you got to go out there and be able to find that person who can do that and get that. You got to be able to get those people attracted to the script and all that. So but everyone needs work. The upside is everybody looking for work.
And every actor wants to go ahead and actually they want to act. They want to act. They want to go out there,
And you don't need them for running the show. You get them for 4 or 5 days, within a week, and whack them out.
Yeah,
and you got them,
and you're done.
So,
all right, I got one more big question. All right.
Yes.
How the hell did you get involved with One with Life Tequila?
Well, I'm gonna tell you, that's an interesting company. I'm very proud to be part of that. I've had a wine company since 2009. I have my own wine company. I've had a bourbon company since 2017, and I didn't get no samples. We didn't get no samples. Let me tell you something. Well, you can't. Liquor's a whole other game going across lines. I'm finding that. It's like I could send you a bottle in the mail. Wine, bourbon. Oh hell no! I mean, you got to go right from the distillery, or I got to get a distributor. That's a headache, man. I've tried it. I got caught. I played stripper. Man, I didn't know. But let me tell you something. 2017, we won the bronze medal at the Spirit Olympics, which is in every February in San Francisco, right?
Right.
World Spirit Olympics. We got a bronze medal for my bourbon. Great. This year we did a limited edition, and I didn't know, but one of the guys sent it in again. We got double gold. Gold. It said amongst the finest products in the world.
Wow.
Great.
Wow.
Great. What does that mean? But Diesel, what does it mean? We're going back to what you just said earlier. We're only here in Northeastern Ohio. I got to get it now. So now before the pandemic, I was working with Southern Wine and Spirit in Nevada. Larry Ruvo was a friend of mine. So we were in the middle of doing the legalities when COVID hit. So the casinos aren't fully, occupancy, and restaurants aren't really opening and stuff. Slowly they are. So we'll get it there when that opens up. Now I'm giving it to people. I've got a friend of mine who took it to New York, see if we get New York. My point being is this. We got a world Double goal, one of the finest products in the world. But what does it mean? What if I can't get outside Northeastern Ohio, right? Goes back to what you said earlier about nobody sees it. A friend of mine who's a DJ says the best. He said, Ray, what difference does it mean if the Rolling Stones are playing in downtown Youngstown if nobody knows? It don't mean shit. So that's
true.
why we got to get, so now I'm hustling the bourbon, but okay, so that's the bourbon and the wine. So now, earlier last year, a friend of mine got in touch with me and said, a woman, Lisa Elovich, has this organic tequila, One with Life tequila. Now look, I'm a teetotaler. I like my wine, and I like bourbon. But my kids are big with the tequila, especially tequila shots. I like tequila, but usually when I eat Mexican food with the margarita. Have a margarita,
Sure.
right?
Absolutely.
But when she said, look, I like get involved. She's a former boxing promoter. Larry Holmes was getting involved, and a couple of other people. I said, yeah, I got to try it though. I can't let my name. And I tell you, not for that. This stuff is right on. It's organic. I tried it. I loved it. So now I'm involved, and I drink. I'm drinking more tequila than I've ever drank in my life. I'm making more margaritas than I ever did in my life, and I'll do it. I'll drink it straight up. So it's delicious, man. It really is, and I get it. And my kids and the kids in their age group that 25 to 30, that they're big tequila drinkers, right? So.
Well, dude.
Yeah.
All right. So you got boxing. Yeah.
Basil, can I just say one quick thing?
Sure.
Hey, Ray, Nevada is open. I just want to make sure everybody knows Nevada is open.
I mean, it's open slowly, but I'm waiting to get so I can place an order so we get into full speed.
Doesn't care if it's open. Are they placing an order?
Get it done.
That's the damn order, man. We're doing the legalities. We got all the paperwork we did. Let's get the order in. Jesus, man.
I just don't want anybody to think Nevada's not open. We're open.
No. It is open. No, it is open. Casinos open, but they're not fully capacity. And that's why the restaurant bars, they're telling us, that they're opening slow. It's a slow roll-up. Hey, look.
Don't let them
but I appreciate that. Well, I'm going to appreciate that. I'm going to get on it. Make the damn order, Larry. Make it.
Tell them.
Jesus.
Get it done.
Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know what to tell you. For all the viewers, you missed one hell of a show with good friend. And by the way, Friday night dinner.
Get in touch with me. Call me. You got my number. I got your number. You're coming in tomorrow night or
I'm coming in. I'm doing Fast Freddy's show tomorrow night.
Freddy's a good friend.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then
just call me. Let me know you're in.
I'm going to call you. I'll call you Friday afternoon. Absolutely. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Mr. Ray Boom Boom Mancini. Ray, God bless you, brother. I love you. Thanks for being on the show.
Appreciate it. And I'm so sorry I was late, but thank you. I had a wonderful time.
Love you, my brother. Thanks so much.
Thank you, buddy. Thank you,
my friend. Bye-bye. Ladies and gentlemen, what else can I say? When you have someone like Ray Boom Boom Mancini, he's a charismatic character who is just funny. And the way you see him on air, like we just had him right now on our show, is the way he is. He is one of the most lovable characters. And, he also suffered from depression and he was, he went through a lot of hell. A lot of his history. And, I think he's one of the sweetest guys you'll ever meet. And, I'm very fortunate that I have some really nice friends that come on this show and want to be part of it.
You certainly are.
I am. And then Janice once in a while will bring someone, we're still waiting. Janice, I love you.
Oh my goodness!
Now
you're going to bag on me, huh? Wow.
We have people who have been watching this show, and I got to mention them all because I love them. Darren LaFon, Ray was worth the wait. Great show. Thank you so much. Thanks for the support, everyone. Let me see a pinch of basil. Thanks for the support. Nick Singelis, guys, I have to go. So proud of you both. Only amazing things to come. Thanks so much. Rick Berry, Mandy Campbell, thank you so much.
I grew up with Rick Berry. Thanks for watching. Thanks
is that a friend of yours, man?
Oh, Ricky, yeah.
Ricky, baby. Yeah.
I've known him for a long time.
Yeah, it's really, really cool. JR, so glad you explained who those figures were because of the glare of the plastic made it look like the Village People.
What was David?
It was the Village People.
It would have been a lot cooler if it was, wasn't it?
And I guess your favorite action figure was the Indian one because he didn't have a lot. Oh my God, that was funny. Thank you, Anna. That was beautiful. Let me see. Exactly. Basil, just don't get it. I know. It's just I'm the idiot here, evidently. Thank you all for watching. Listen, man, this has been, you know what I love about this show? We flow. But what an interesting character though, huh?
Yeah.
I mean,
Very
just
much.
yeah.
Much so.
Yeah. And I think next week we got some surprises coming up, Janice. That I'm very excited about. Did we reach out to who I sent you? Yes, earlier
sure.
today.
I have that phone number. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, okay, I got it.
Yeah, see, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
no problem. I got it.
Okay, we're gonna try and get Costa Kufos, who played for the Ohio State. And also for the Sacramento
he's in my
Kings.
phone, right?
Yeah.
He's in my phone.
Don't get jealous. Don't get jealous.
Oh, is he in your DMs?
He's in my direct message.
Absolutely.
Yes, the Village People. The Village People. The Village People. Let me show what real men play with. See, this is a ball. This is a football, man. This is a football. Yeah, it's a football. Football.
You said ball first. I didn't know what you're talking about.
I just wanted to let you know this is a football. You play with the Village People, okay?
Oh, hey, I played with a little football. I know a little bit about the football. You know what I mean? But I was watching wrestling while
wrestling. Yes, you were watching
wrestling.
You wanted to wrestle with the Village People. Yeah. Anyway, folks, you have been watching the Pinch of Basil show. I want to thank you all for joining us. I want a special thanks to Ray Boom Boom Mancini and for all my wonderful fans on behalf of myself, J.R. Quitman, whom I love, and Janice Hermson, whom I love. And thank you for making this show what it is. Hey, don't forget, make sure you go to all the outlets, especially on Basil the Comedian on wonderful YouTube, and subscribe. This way you get a chance to see it. Subscribe. Just hit that little subscribe thing.
If you or anybody you know missed the show, the audio version will be streamed out tonight. I will put the link out tonight.
Yeah.
And you can sit and while you're driving or whatever, you can listen to it because you can't watch a video while you're driving.
No.
Don't be watching videos while you're driving.
No.
You know what I mean? So just listen.
Unless you're really talented.
Unless you really got some skills. You know what I mean? But the audio version of all the shows are on. If you go to anchor.fm, they're all there, but they're on all.
Yeah, be on Spotify and Apple Podcasts.
Google, blah, blah, all that good
yeah.
stuff.
Blah, blah, blah.
Like,
blah, blah, blah.
Follow, tell a friend to tell a friend, bring a friend, all that good stuff, please.
Anyway, folks, thank you so much for being part of the show. My name is Basil. This is the Pinch of Basil show. Thank you, JR. Thanks, Janice. Good night, everybody.